on the programme. We now move on once again, where National Security Advisor Ajit Doval arrived in Russia today for his annual meeting with his Russian counterpart, Sergei Shoigu, and is also expected to meet President Vladimir Putin, who is set to visit India later this year. Doval's visit was planned 2 weeks ago and comes amid US President Donald Trump's outrage over India's purchase of Russian oil, a deal that Washington had earlier claimed was made possible with its own assistance. This marks Ajit Doval's first trip to Moscow since Operation Sindoor. However, he did not attend the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's NSA meeting in Beijing in June, where he met with Alexander Venediktov, Deputy Secretary of Russia's Security Council and Shoigu's deputy. According to sources, Ajit Doval will also meet with the Russian President Vladimir Putin during the visit. We're now joined by Asuma Katauka to give us some further context on this. Asuma, what more can you tell us about this potential meeting?
Yes, this meeting comes amid threats from US about India continuing to buy Russian oil. However, in initial phases of buying Russian oil, India buying Russian oil, it was facilitated by US, and this was also confirmed by US earlier. However, now Trump is accusing India of continuing to buy Russian oil and has even sanctioned some Indian companies who continue to refine Russian oil and reselling it. And however, this comes amid while Steve Witkoff was in Russia visiting President Vladimir Putin, and they were discussing Ukraine-Russia war. Also, yesterday in India, they signed an MOU with Russia to deepen cooperation in sectors like aluminium, fertilizers, railways, and mining, as well as technology. So India is working on behalf of its own internal benefit. And today Modi has also voiced that it's going to continue supporting farmers in India no matter what the threat comes from outside. So India will be working on its benefit.
Asuma, thank you for giving us some of that context. We now move on and over to South Asia, where Pakistani